Hello everybody, welcome to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2016, the Unemployment Challenge, and we are going through the transfers and the season preview before we start our first game of the season. And looking at the odds, 5,000 to 1 on to win the league, which pretty much tells me good luck trying to do anything productive this season. So my last two seasons, I still considered absolute flukes. I don't know how I did that well in the last two seasons, and I wish I do know, so I can claim I was in the... I just had a secret technique or something. I don't. I just generally got really lucky, I think. And yeah, that's all I can really think of at this moment in time. However, we are looking to survive in the Premier League in our first ever season in the Premier League. If there's a good offer that comes to me at any point in the season, I will bring the offer forward to you guys, so that people know that I'm willing to consider moving on at any point. But at the moment, we are just looking to survive in the Premier League, and I'm going to show you the players I brought in so far and any potential future transfers that will come through. My first signing is not exactly a new one. We managed to get Kieran Preston on loan last season from Milton Keynes. He got 7 goals and 26 appearances for us, and he did really well for me. So I decided I'm going to bring him in again for a second season. I'm playing him as a shadow striker in the attacking midfielder role, so I think he's a good talent. And I think the fact I've managed to get him for free after what he did last season with 7.61 rating in the Championship, it's rather convenient that I was able to get him in the Premier League in my first campaign there. Hopefully we can get the best out of this guy, because I genuinely believe that Kieran Preston can be a force in the Premier League if given chances and time to do so. He's a leading player in the Championship, but he has potential to be better and to be in as good as a Premier League player at some point. I'm certain of it. My next signing was the player I bought for £1.7 million from Lille. And it's Jose Guimaraes. I think that's how you say his name. I'm absolutely not even sure that's the case. But this is a 22-year-old Portuguese central defender who I think can help us in central defence. And I think he's only a decent Premier League player right now, but he has good potential. He's got ambitions to win the league, which, to be fair, can be done if he does himself justice. He's a decent Premier League player at the moment, but he's our best central defender by far. If I was to compare him to Sam Green, then you'll see just how much better he is. And then you got Toussaint as well, and he's quite a bit better than Toussaint. And then you got Matthew Riley as well, and then you see just why I brought Guimaraes in. He's very talented and very, very necessary to bring this guy in for what we are looking for to survive in the Premier League this season. My next signing was David Fabiani. He's a very talented playmaker. I'm going to use him as a deep line playmaker after I managed to get Mark Owen on loan again this season. And considering I only bought him for £2.7 million, I felt very happy with the fact I got him in. I'm very confident that this guy can be a very good playmaker for me, and his passing is just outstanding with 17 passing, 14 vision, 14 first touch, and 15 decision. So that's some of the things I needed to get from him. He's very fast as well, actually. Well, his acceleration's good at 16, so there's something I can work with here. And he says he wants to win a trophy by the end of the season. Good luck with that. He's only been paid 20 grand as well, so that's nice. The 24-year-old, I think we can do well with him. Sebastian Courtier, I brought in from Stoke for £475,000 as a fullback. I've worked with this guy in a previous edition of Football Manager. I think it was 2014. I brought him for Stoke doing the what's it called? The Tourette's Focus Challenge, and he was really good for me then. He's 32 now. He's got experience. He's been in the Premier League ever since 2016, so he's been here for at least 7 years, so he knows the ins and outs of this division. I'm really confident that I can actually get him to perform as I want him to. It says he's a leading player in the for most championship sides, but I was able to get really good results with Macclesfield when most of my players were only decent championship players. So yeah, I'm certain I can get good results with this guy. And I mean, he's only on a 2-year deal, so it's not a long-term deal, thankfully, because that would be a pain. But I'm certain we can get trophies with this guy. Not trophies, we can survive with this guy. The next signing is Jason Malumbi, or Malumbi. He's out currently due to a sprained ankle. I was very, very annoyed when he got injured during the pre-season match. I think it was against Barcelona or something. But he's only been paid 14.25 grand a week, which is barely anything compared to most Premier League sides and their players. But he's a decent player. He's a decent Premier League signing at the moment, and he can improve in the future. So I'm thinking he can potentially be a good midfielder, a good winger in the Premier League, but it's just a matter of making sure this guy actually performs first and foremost, and that we can actually get what we want. Another new signing, this time a striker, Vasyl Borisov. I think that's how you say his name. Borisov is advanced. He's a poacher, but I'm going to play him as advanced forward because that's how I've been playing all my strikers ever since I started really using advanced forwards, thanks to Reece Murphy. And last year I got a false 9 and a poacher scoring 23 goals each. So I'm certain I can get another 23 goals potentially. Not 23 goals. I'm certain I can get Borisov to get a good number of goals this season, potentially in the double figures. Hopefully, that'd be nice. So hopefully I can get at least 10 goals this season, which would definitely help in our chances of surviving. Now, this is one of the most important signings for me because Alex Minero is a good goalkeeper, very, very talented goalkeeper, and considering that I only had Mitov as a goalkeeper, our leading goalkeeper beforehand, I felt it was very important that we had him signed up and ready to go to help us survive in the Premier League. You can tell by just the sheer quantity that they're so different in talents, and that Ramiro is easily better than Mitov in some of the more important parts. But yeah, Mitov is actually the only capped goalkeeper of the team, would you believe? So he got capped during the summer by Bulgaria, and hoping that he can, I'm hoping that Miro can do well enough to keep us up. And here's the last current signing, Christ Emmanuel Fietaut Masu. I'll try that again. Miao Sa. I can't pronounce this guy's last name. I'm just gonna say I'll just call him Christ Emmanuel. Christ Emmanuel is a very decent left back. He's he's a leading player in the Championship for some people, but he's also a decent Premier League signing for other people. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's a bit of both for Christ Emmanuel. I'm just going to call him that because it's easier to say his first name than his last name. He went up, he was at Hull for the last 2 seasons. He was promoted from the Championship as champions, then he went down. But I'm thinking I can get him to perform well. I only bought him for £1.1 million, so yeah, I think he's decent. He can do well for me. I think. Yeah, he's been promoted twice in 3 seasons, so I'm certain that this guy has the talent to stay in the Premier League. He just has to do the job properly, really. And here is the signing that I'm trying to go through with right now. He is... I put a bid in for £1.2 million. That's what they're asking for. He's got a minimum release clause of 8.5 million, but I want to buy him because I think I need another central defender. According to the scouts, he is a leading Championship player, but he has the potential to be a good Premier League central defender in the future. He's not asking for much, even wage budget, so he just fits my criteria perfectly. And if I'm able to get him a PSV Eindhoven, I'll be delighted. But I couldn't get him in time for the first game because I tried to get some more players in for loans, but apparently I'd done too many long-term loans anyway, and I tried to get too many players from one club, Arsenal, as it is. But this is the formation I'm going to try and work with the Premier League. Meska, I would do Malumbi. I'm going to put Belsov in just to show the point of why I think this is going to work. And if you add in the new defender that I'm probably going to be getting, I'll be having a very good side. Looking forward to playing well for me, I think. So it's a decent side coming up, and I'm fairly confident. I say fairly, I'm not completely certain that I can I can do really well, and that we can survive in the Premier League. Because compared to the Championship season, I've had no money to spend at all, and this year I've spent £13.87 million. I was given £18 million, so I think I've done quite well with the budget. Admittedly, we are in the red by £8 million, but there's no problem there because projection says we are going to be going into the green again. I'll find a projection now. We will be projected to finish off with a balance of £47.02 million at the end of the season, and at the end of the next season after that, 101 million, then 148 million after that. So I'm not concerned by the current financial situation at the moment, where we are £8 million under, because I know for certain that we can get the money back in the future. We're facing our first game of the season against last year's runners-up Tottenham Hotspurs, and we're hoping to get all 3 points. Well, hoping to get a point, really, to give our season a start. Then we have an away game against Liverpool, which will be another toughie, before going to West Brom, who I'm certain I can get a win against. But that would be all for me for now. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Hope you like and favourite this video. It will really help me a lot. So anyway, until next time, goodbye and, well, good night.